everyone. So today is Hog Hut Day, and I want to give a shout out and a big thank you to Millennial Homesteader. You do not know how much and the timing of you posting your pig house idea means to me, because I looked at that and didn't even see the instructions and said, that's it. That's what we're going to do. And it's what we're going to do. And for any of you that want the information that Millennial Homesteader was so kind to post, I'm going to put the link below so you can go see what they did. But I thought I'd do a video of me following along and making what I'm going to be calling the Hog Hut. But in the meantime, what I'm going to go do right now, I guess, you know what I'll do? I'll run through the list really quick of what it takes to do this, which isn't a whole lot, especially since we have a boneyard. And we have tin. We save a lot of tin, even the smaller pieces, because I look at them thinking, someday I'll have time for crafts, and I bet I could do something with this tin in a craft form. So we're gonna just use, even if it's mismatched, I don't care. I don't want to buy something else. So all it took were, we're gonna do 2 Hog Huts, but for one, all you need are 6 2x4x8s. We went ahead for the base 2x4s. There's 3 base and 3 spine. It's going to be like a little Quonset hut. So the 3 base ones that are touching the ground, we went ahead and purchased treated because we want this to last. I really don't want any redos. So 3 2x4x8s treated, 3 2x4x8s untreated. You can buy all treated, you can buy all untreated, totally up to you. Then we got a sheet of plywood. We went ahead and did 3/4 inch. Again, we want this to last, so we purchased 3/4 inch. Where you're going to cut some arches for that Quonset hut shape. Obviously some screws. I have decking screws, so I'm going to do those for longevity. I'm using a jigsaw to cut out my arch, our tin, and you know, there you have it. A pencil, some string to do the arch. That's it. So right now, the excitement is going to be me going down and measuring what tin we have in the boneyard and deciding what pieces that I can go ahead and use that will make the arch for this. Because I'm not sure what we've got left or if I have to use a whole piece of tin. What I do need to make sure is the ribbing on the tin, because we have different kinds, matches. So whatever I do, that whole roof, the ribbing will have to match. However, I don't care if the color does or not. So I'm going to take my cup of peppermint tea, the bee that keeps following around wanting my peppermint tea, and I'm going to go down and measure, and then I'll be back and we'll go ahead and get started. So you're not knocking yourself out. I drew my arch. This is not perfection because I know I'm not going to cut with perfection either, but I just sort of drew it out. You can see this is my original, and then I came over here and did measurements across to see how much room was there versus how much room was here, and then I just kind of made it happen, and I had a real hard time in there. So this is sort of what I did, and then what I'm going to do is take this and use it as a template to cut the other ones, which will make my life so much easier. day, and especially this week, is when school is over. Because when school is over, I get extra help. And somebody likes to paint. Alright, so you can see that that's pretty simple to do. Now we're just going to do another one like it, and that will give us the 2 bases we need. And once Maddie's done painting the arches, we'll go ahead and attach those and start putting what you see over here, over here as the 3 ribs around, and then the tin can go over it, and we're done. So you can see what's going on here. We took that frame I was showing you, we took the arches, I put about 6 or 7 screws because I didn't want anything moving. So we've got screws here, same with the back, put all along the back. Now the next thing we're going to do is take those 2x4x8s and we're going to use that as our ribbing to attach our tin. So Sam and I are going to get those 2x4x8s in right now. Alright, so we put the top piece of tin on. We're putting the side one on because I wasn't quite sure where I wanted my 2x4s on the inside to be. So what Sam and I decided is we would go ahead and screw this side on. She'd climb in and hold up the 2x4 for that rib, and then I'd screw that one in, and then we could screw to it. So that's the plan here, is what we're going to do. But right now I'm fastening it to the bottom so this side piece doesn't slip down. Alright, so we now have this rib in, and I'll show you with the camera afterwards. And I'm going to go across and fasten this side, and then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. For ducks and those of us that are finishing hog huts. So yesterday I ran into a bit of a problem, and it was because what I had decided to do was take this piece of tin and scooch it all the way to the ground. That in turn brought this ridge line up too far, so this piece of tin left a gap between our bottom framing and where the pigs would be, so there was a hole where anything could get in and out. So it took me a minute because I was kind of tired yesterday to put that together, what I did. And Sam and I came out this morning, undid the screws, scooched this ridge back to the middle where we have this rib, re-screwed it down, and now we have the equal length on either side. So I'm so happy because I was actually thinking about ripping tin yesterday and all kinds of crazy stuff, which I knew I must be tired because I'm not thinking straight. So we're going to, Sam, if you come over here, we're going to get this last rib board in, which again attaches here. And then we can attach that last piece and the Hog Hut will be done. So if you come over here, I'll show you guys inside what I mean by the rib. Here's the rib here that this tin is attached to. Here's the rib here that the top tin is attached to. And we're gonna put the next one on now and finish up. Because it's raining, I'm saving my phone. But I think you guys get the idea. So we're gonna put the phone away and go ahead and finish this tin up.